Hello everybody, welcome. We're just cleaning up a few tides here and there before we can start on with more MSQ! Ain't that right, Rift?
Sometimes always MSQ.
Yeah. I mean, depending on how soon we can finish this up, we might actually move on to the Alliance raid, but I'm not holding my breath on that.
Yeah, the question is are we near the end, or do we have like an entire other half of the MSQ to go?
That is a good question.
I mean, I was figuring, we're probably at the end of it. We'll be doing MSQ, or be doing raid, and then after Wednesday's session, I was kind of going, no, we're only like halfway through MSQ, aren't we?
We shall see. Just to give warning for tomorrow, we will probably not have stream for Deep Dungeon tomorrow.
Nope.
We are heading up to the Gold Country to see my folks for early Thanksgiving before the holiday travel gets too crazy.
And while
assuming
come along,
assuming the weather would let us.
Yes, that is a small concern.
So if you actually see us on tomorrow night for Deep Dungeon, you know that the weather has gotten really bad around here and we didn't feel like chancing it.
Or at least, or maybe really bad up there.
Apparently, San Francisco, the city itself, had dangerous flood levels today. I said people were
3 inches in an hour.
Yeah.
Which, California is not built for this.
San Francisco is not built for this.
San Francisco particularly, but all of California, no.
Yeah, we're used to being this kind of desert hot environment with very little rainfall. And when we do get it, we get it all at once. Most of our fresh drinking water is actually snow melt from the Sierras. So yeah. We shall see. Now, this afternoon, I went a little running with Action.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, he's still recovering from the flu.
Oh no.
And is very tired after dealing with his kid. Because that was probably the worst healed dungeon that I've seen him ever do.
You don't need to be sick for a kid to tire you out.
Yeah, but he's got the double whammy, and apparently they're getting ready to head to Pennsylvania for a wedding that they're attending. But yeah, we ran the most recent expert dungeon, and this was a cursed run because our first tank pokeballed 3 times and decided after the third one that I'm sorry, I can't deal with this. I'm just gonna let you guys go, and left the dungeon. So we got a new queue for a new tank.
It's not you, it's my internet connection.
Yeah, it totally wasn't their fault. They were totally pokeballing hard. And then we got to the boss, where it had the spinny direction thing, and Action face planted on it every single time. I don't blame him. That mechanic, even with it slowed down, is horrible on controller. So, everyone actually kept in good spirits about it, and everyone could see they were trying. It's bad. I've since lost my mentor crown, because I wasn't able to renew in time of the window.
That is such a shame.
Well, the thing is, Clink, we actually ran it with the trust and had no problem. I only died once to the final boss because I misjudged which way he was facing.
Oh yeah, the new dungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah. We each died once doing it separately as trust on different fights. I died once because the misdirection got me.
Yeah.
I just could not get myself into the outer ring in time.
Yeah, action completely face planted. Like 3 different boss attempts. Yeah, you've been kicked off.
No, I have not. I crashed a desktop.
Yeah.
That might be a DirectX. I didn't even see it happen.
I would not be surprised. I've been actually watching at least 1 to 2 people per each instance run I do. It doesn't matter where. Have DirectX bounce Pokeball issues. Ever since
usually it doesn't go away until I actually do something, and then it gives me the error box, which I have to clear. And yeah, I never even saw it happen. Meow. Bad start to the evening.
It's been one of those days. The other thing I did today was I literally ran
This is the
all
story
over
I thought you were about
town
to tell earlier.
because my mom is hosting my old college roommate, and she wanted to cook up some pies, and she was specifically looking for 80% cacao bars or higher. So I went over to Trader Joe's. Nada. Went over to Sprouts. Sprouts didn't even have a chocolate bar section.
That I can kind of believe. The Trader Joe's is amazing.
They had like 75% cacao.
Yeah, but I know they've had the
85. Yeah.
Dave will get them.
And so I was like, oh man. I went over to Sprouts. They not only didn't have any chocolate bars, the only chocolate bars they had were protein bars.
Oh god, where was this?
Sprouts!
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I can believe that out of Sprouts.
So I went over to the Cupertino Trader Joe's, and their chocolate bar section looked like a Toys R Us the day after Christmas.
Oh dear.
Ravaged comes to mind. I mean, literally, what few bars were left were sitting in kilters, and the wrappers were partially opened, and it was like.
And you could hear the little cries of "help me" coming from them.
Yes, I could. Oh my gosh, it was sad. I wanted to get over to Safeway, but Baron was like, come home now.
Yeah,
it's raining cats and dogs. And I'm like, yes it
true.
is.
And dinner was a little late anyway.
Okay then, we need to go speak with someone. Come on.
and I have to say, I did not have the wisest choice for dinner.
Yeah, well.
You know, finger food chicken while trying to play a computer game.
Yeah. I had salad.
It was good.
And I'm partially regretting it because their salads are really, really big.
Yes, they are.
And they charge accordingly.
Yeah, well.
And unfortunately,
you'll have leftovers whenever you want them.
The only salad that isn't spicy on the menu is smothered in gorgonzola.
Oh dear.
Yeah. And my stomach's still recovering from a couple weeks ago adventure.
Yeah.
I do not want to repeat that, please and thank you.
At least you enjoyed your lunch.
Yeah, even if I had too much of it.
Yes, you fewer stuff coming out of the melt. So.
Hey, look, the gang's all here.
Yay! So yeah, you had that adventure. I made sure that I do actually have a core rental lined up for next week.
All right.
It's a week from yesterday, i.e. next Thursday, i.e. Thanksgiving itself, I will be driving down to my parents.
So, have you convinced your dad to download FF14
I don't think so.
before you drive down?
I don't think so. I know. It'll be that struggle all over again.
Our one window
I need to...
cursed by Shadowbringer's login queue.
Yeah.
To try and get him addicted.
That was our best chance, and yeah, that was a nope. We might have a good chance this year if I can get things downloaded on the system now. The newer system should be a little more capable of walking and chewing gum at the same time.
That's good.
Doing something while it downloads.
Yeah.
That would help.
Wook, what we got here? I forgot where we were in the story. This train will be ready in no time. All right, we're rebuilding the train. How do we do that?
Yeah, we just took care of the leak.
I know I have machinist, but Guana?
I always carry a spare pair of spectacles or two, because it can be difficult to find replacements outside of the city. You wouldn't believe how many I went through during the Rite of Succession.
I can believe it, actually.
Thank you for this lampshading, though. A variety of artisans from across Tyrol have come to assist with the railroad, so I foresee no difficulty in creating the whistle that Guana proposed. Calibrating it, on the other hand.
Yeah, that's gonna be the fun part.
You two look pleased about something. Good news for the railroad, I take it. So the Runique were avoiding a predator. Smart ones they are. They have seen things.
Yes! Have you looked into their eyes? They have seen things!
And Val Guana is not too bad himself. What with his whistle idea. Sit tight. We'll have this train on the tracks before you know it.
Sit tight.
Sit tight? Yes.
And thus time passed.
Another little bit of story. I've managed to scrape off a few seconds of fame.
We're ready to go.
After Cine.
Yeah.
Woohoo! They've built that in no time.
Any pan shot later.
I don't know about spewing Silurian spoons everywhere.
If I had time to do a proper job, could have really made her shine.
You'll get it this evening when she comes back into the yard.
Had to cobble together the exterior with spare parts. We refurbished the interior, though. Not that you can appreciate it from out here. But as far as the Ronek are concerned, we've spared no effort. From the ballast to the ties, we've adjusted every bit of the track so she'll run quiet as a field mouse.
You and your crew have worked wonders. Our nation is in your debt.
Come now. If anything, credit's due to Tuliolal. It's thanks to the folk you recruited from every corner of the continent that we were able to get her up and running so quickly. Besides, the ethereal whistle's the true marvel, and we wouldn't have that without the scales you brought us. However grateful you are, know that we're even more thankful.
In the middle of a city?
Oh no, did you crash out?
Yeah, I just crashed.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was afraid of that.
If we're done talking,
Because the
let's
last
put
time
this
I
train through our
had a
paces.
crash at all, I crashed a bunch of times until I restarted the system. And then it was fine until tonight.
I'm sorry. Do you want me to wait on the cine?
Please.
Yeah, I'll just wait here. So what was this 5 minute of fame of yours?
Well, at least a few seconds. The latest XKCD went up, and went up on Blue Sky.
Yes?
I managed to catch it right after it went up, and I had the first reply. Now...
Yay! As long as you didn't type first, we're okay.
No, I was far geekier.
Oh, good.
Because there's a reason why I responded.
Oh no.
Let's see here. Yeah, as we're playing, sitting around a table, basically playing D&D. I grabbed 2 of the 10 arrows without looking and fired them, hoping I didn't grab one of the 5 cursed ones. Did I? Okay. Roll, hang on. Roll 3d6 and a d4. You need 16 or better to avoid the cursed arrows. I got way more annoying to play D&D with once I learned that our DM is a combinatorics degree and can't resist puzzles.
Oh dear.
I'm just... Okay. Roll 2d10. Those are the arrows you grab, because there's 10 arrows. If you roll the same number on both dice, you fumbled to grab 2 without looking and only got 1. Arrows 6 through 10 are cursed.
Nice.
115 likes on an account that only has a handful of followers. Sitting tight.
Proving your GM skills are still on merit.
Burns, great.
Waiting for you to catch up?
And somebody was asking, well, what if there's 100 arrows? I said, well, get a couple of Zakihedron.
Yes! Zakihedrons! I have one of those. Proving my geek cred.
Didn't think you had a Zakihedron. I know you have a D30.
I thought at one point I had a Zakihedron. I might have lost it in the accompanying years, but I got one of the first ones out the gate.
Okay. Of course, I don't have anything over a D20 myself. Okay, I think we're about there. Let's see what the next line is.
Hello, Life Swing.
This is it. Okay.
Okay. We're back on track.
City.
Choo-choo!
Yes.
And it was at the end of the city! Oh my god!
Nope.
Oh, no. Okay, we got more city. This is good. This is good. Weaking. Choo-choo!
Uh-oh.
There's a Ronak up ahead.
Time
Now,
to test the
Test
whistle.
our whistle.
Great minds think alike.
On it. Just point it in the general direction and...
I've seen too many things to actually run.
It's
Yes.
moving away. Meanwhile, our friends over there appear wholly unperturbed. With this, we can alert those who wander too close without disturbing the rest of the herd.
A roaring success. In a quiet way, like. Then with your permission, Vow of Reason, the Choctaw Railroad is back in service.
Yay! Can we have a Chocobo Porter flight between Alexandria and Tuliolao? No?
That's nice.
But, okay, how about an alpaca point? Come
I
on,
lied.
guys. Alpacas? Something? Anything? So I don't have to walk it every time? It's right.
can have
Why
all
would
the
I want to
owls
use
pack
that?
You can have all the owls you pack yourself.
Now anyone will be able to come and go from the dome as they please. I can't wait to spread the word to Alexandria. Ernville?
I expect that with the Reaver gone, the Rooney will gradually return to their old habits, and we won't see so many approaching the tracks. It is good to see that the whistle will be effective in the meantime, however.
Yes.
With that, I believe our work here is done. The fine people of Zactoral Railing can take it from here. The folks that Valguana brought in to help rebuild the railroad have already returned home, but I hope we can give them a ride someday.
You are very correct, Orca. Well, it's not so much me as as Theron, but yeah, I like slow travel. I like running through the world and feel like I'm traversing it. Yeah. For a while there, we were real worried that we'd never get the railroad running again. But now that all the test drive was such a success, we can breathe easy, start hauling people to and from the dome. First Shalani,
Or maybe refurbishing all the stuff inside the dome.
then the continent. Watch out, Zactoral, here we come.
I share the sentiment, but we've got a mountain of work ahead of us to ensure smooth operations. Time to get back to it. Yeah, wait until you see what's inside the dome. The efforts here, the efforts of all here today have not gone unnoticed. Once more, I thank you. As for our own work, I trust you can handle matters in Alexandria and Lamatier.
And off they go. Ernville?
It won't be as I once envisioned, but perhaps someday we can take that train journey to Yasulani together.
Maybe.
Yes. That would be grand. Crossroads. Never one to stand still. Boy, isn't that the truth. Wuklamat is ready to race back to Alexandria.
No, he has not. So far. Well, it's possible
Not that we've seen.
Yeah. Well,
It might have happened off screen. Sorry. But off screen, in between, like 7-0 and 7-1, it could have happened.
Mm-hmm.
But we've seen no sign of it.
Well, it's possible that Shale's made some headway now, and regardless, we should spread word that the railroad has been restored to service.
Shale, what do you have her working on?
Hello, Octi!
Galulja's mother. I'd feel the same in his shoes. Have felt the same. Some questions are painful to leave unanswered. There's no cause to look at me like that. The Kakiwa we met may have only been a simulacrum, but her memory was real.
Oh, look at the dangle! The dangle!
How did we miss that until now?
That is freaking adorable! Oh my gosh! Sorry, you were going to say?
I needn't search for what she left behind, because she left it with me, and I will carry it always.
Speaking of things you're carrying, is that a teeny tiny Kakuya?
What? Oh. It is merely a token from Alexandria. Our friends in Oblivion would not take no for an answer, and I thought it as good a souvenir as any.
Whatever you say. For what it's worth, I think it's a nice way to bring her with you on your travels.
Yes. Well, you're off to the dome now, aren't you? I thought I might join you for a time. See if there's aught I can do for the people there. Much changed though it is still considered my home.
Of course, we can give you the full story on the way.
Wow.
That was nice. Here are the tracks. We will follow them. Choo-choo! Quay! Quay! I was going to say something after the sneeze ended, but now I've forgotten what it was. Derp!
I sure hope so, Urka. And I think so.
By the way, guess what mount you get if you have all classes to 100?
Oh boy, I have no idea. All classes? I'll never see it.
Well, not blue, but...
Yeah, well, that's always an exception.
Yeah, you actually get one of those floating things as a mount.
Huh. Yeah, they're going to need to go over these tracks very carefully.
Yeah.
And double check the bridge.
Especially the one upcoming. It has problems.
Well, I figure they'd probably just stop at the station here.
Nope, they actually travel on.
Well, yeah, but I mean, when they restore the train service, they'll probably just stop at the station there. Even if the bridge was in repair, I don't think that tunnel goes anywhere important currently.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is not a good
that
bridge.
That is not going to take an engine.
But really, they should have that train track going all the way to Tuliolao and all the way to Alexandria. You gotta hit your major hubs. Actually, the train stops at the Vanguard Barracks, currently, where everyone will have to get out, walk on foot through the gate of the dome that's inside the Vanguard, and then get on the train going the other way. I'm assuming what we're seeing in-game is actually kind of compressed space, for lack of other things. I will say one thing I do miss from WoW was the ability to walk from one end of the continent to the other and never once hitting a load screen.
Yeah, that was amazing at the time, and it's still pretty darn amazing.
Yeah, I've never seen any game replicate it, and I think they've actually gone away from it just to deal with the people load.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Guild Wars, it does have looting screens.
Yep.
Their areas tend to be a bit bigger and denser than at least early FF14 zones. SWTOR, even within a planet, has plenty of looting screens.
Yeah, I think...
I'm not or Cage.
Yeah. Well,
so
no.
It also had pretty big zones.
No, Arcade did not.
No. That's right. Heck, you could go from one continent to another without a looting screen.
Yeah, if you take one of the boats.
Yeah.
You could actually swim it if you were gutsy enough.
Yes. And could avoid all the pirates. Yeah, so that's like the main other one that did it. And it was kind of important to what they were doing.
Yeah, a lot of the Elder Scrolls, especially the later ones, are very open world. But you hit a loading screen once you go into like a dungeon or something like that.
Well, so do you in WoW. I mean,
yeah.
The dungeons are instances, for one thing.
Yep. But I will say that's one of the few things I really do actually miss from WoW, and even from what I understand, they've gotten away from it, which is sadness.
Yes.
Yes, we are headed to the back room.
Mm-hmm.
Because there were days I did walk from one end of the continent to the other.
Oh, yes. And even just the Griffin flights across were great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go make me a sandwich.
Yes. Hello, Kryl. You must be exhausted. Shall I nip out an energy tonic?
No, I have sugar. So Zeralja was conducting secret research in Yawata. I have some memories of the place from my childhood. It doesn't look anything like your memories anymore.
Glad you're back. We wouldn't want to keep Gululja here waiting any longer than necessary.
Wearing his kakiwa. That makes me happy.
Yes, he is. Looks like we arrived at a good time. Just double checking. Gnault. You're still moaning about the Rodin and Consortium, right?
What else would he ever moan about?
Geode?
Oh. Seeing Aaronville never fails to remind me of Kakiwa, and I wouldn't have it any other way. The dead should be remembered, and this I firmly believe. Gululja's mother deserves that, too. yet elegant solution, and thus is the railroad back in operation. Meanwhile, Shale has nearly finished processing the data. She will be able to share her findings with us imminently.
Ah, that's good to hear. Ah, hello, Stola. I'm interrupting something, I gather? No, just in
Quite
time.
interrupting.
Why, Stola, what brings you here? I've seen enough. Excuse me. I've seen enough of the gate at Sky Deep Cenote for now, so I'm shifting my investigation to living memory. While there, I thought I would do well to have the company of an expert on electrope. I'd like to take a closer look at the place myself. I could join you once we're finished here. Lest you fear, I've forgotten. Once I've made headway with living memory, the key in your keeping shall be the next subject of my scrutiny. Yes.
I have to admit, when Shale said she'd need a while to decode everything, I figured she meant next patch.
There was a mountain of data to sift through, much of it tantalizing, I admit. But it will take time to fully decrypt everything that piques my interest, so to answer our immediate question, I've been concentrating my efforts on the audio saved by Tashul Jah herself.
Oh ho.
While I've not listened to it yet, I have a selection ready for playback. Would you like to hear it now?
Yes, please.
All right. Several audio files will now play in sequence.
My name is Tashul Jah, and I decided to record this to help me put my thoughts in order, I suppose.
Mother?
Officially I was a Virgin with the Lance Guard. I was part of a contingent dispatched to Yasulani to hunt a Tural Vitral that was wreaking havoc. After our mission was complete, I elected to remain. It was the perfect opportunity to document the geographic distribution of medicinal herbs in this region. Or so I said when requesting special dispensation. In truth, I could not bear to return to Tuliolal. I had hoped to aid Commander Zoralja in the right of succession, but he did not so much as look my way. I was never in contention, of course, one of the nameless many in his army. To go back and face that reality was too much for me, so I ran. And in my cowardice, I stumbled upon this path. A path that changed my life. When the dome appeared, I found myself trapped within, and reunited with my commander. How am I to speak of Commander Zoralja? I admired him. His incontestable strength, his unwavering focus. He was a man of great passions. I watched him, captivated by his intensity. From afar, I would not dare approach. And in watching, I came to know him. His eyes too sought the distance, but not as mine did. He yearned not for another, but something else beyond the horizon. That gaze would never fall upon me. I knew. I knew. The experiment will soon proceed to its next phase, and when it does, as he promised, I will have my heart's desire. Today. It should have been today. A new beginning. What I have dreamed of for so long. I hold a future in my arms. If he could see him, embrace him, surely that would be enough. So full of hope I was. A foolish hope.
Oh boy.
Its scales are blue.
He's your son.
My... No, I can't.
Why you can't?
I don't know how. How could I? How? To raise a child, be a father. I don't. I can't. No! No! Get it away from me. Get that thing away from me!
It's all right, little one. Papa was just surprised. That's all. He'll come around. We'll be a happy family. Kaninuka's shouting for me. The research hasn't been going well, but I can't let him take it out on my baby. Hush now, little one. I know just where to hide you.
Well, she didn't abandon him, that's for
all of
sure.
them.
But Zerul Jaw
He was
couldn't
abandoned,
stand up.
the poor dear. We found him in the drift downs a few years ago.
We know some manner of accident happened at the facility after this was recorded. Perhaps your mother couldn't come back for you.
Hey, Golocha.
I'm fine, Lamachi. Father and mother, they were both so lonely. If we could have been together, maybe they wouldn't have been. But sometimes things don't work out, no matter how hard you try.
You're correct, Doodles.
I can't tell if I'm happier now. But it's better to know, I think. Thank you, everyone.
Can I just give that kid a hug? No, thank you. Geode?
What a mess.
Yeah. Yeah.
If the dome had not appeared, Tishaljaw's tale would have been very different. Yet whether or not she would have been happier, I cannot say.
You may find it hard to believe, but until the right of succession, Zoraljah was a good brother to me, always. And I thought Papa was the best father anyone could ask for. I don't want to think of the time we spent together as a family was a lie, but at the same token, the bitterness of my brother harbored was all too real. Yeah, he was a complicated man, but I still don't know quite what pushed him the way he did. Something was going on that he felt he had to carry a burden that he really didn't.
A variety of things up to and including Great Man's Son Syndrome.
Yeah. That was definitely part of it.
It's okay. I wanted to know more about my parents, and now I do. And I don't regret it. I have Lamati and Kuana, and you too. I'm not lonely now. You are better than the both of your parents put together.
Yeah, the main thing I'm worried about, poor Galul, is I feel like he's being forced to grow up faster than he really has any right to.
That happened some time ago.
Yeah.
A lot of the pressure is actually off of him now.
Well, the fact that he's got people to support him.
Yep.
Tishaljah left written records as well. I'll compile them for Gululjah. Perhaps something in them will be of comfort.
No matter how brave a face Gululjah puts on, I expect it will take him time to come to terms with this. He is a strong one, though. You needn't worry too much. Yep.
Why leave such a record, you ask? I cannot be certain, but I believe Tishaljah simply wanted someone to know how she felt. To understand.
And I will be right back.
Yeah.
No.
Oh no! Oh. Yeah, I just looked over at,
Yes.
Kitty Cam. And,
Kitty Cam.
It is the night for... We are not running a raid tonight. I can tell you that right now.
I don't know. I'm kind of tempted. Because the one time it has never ever given me a crash so far is in the middle of a run.
Man, I've been seeing so many people crash out.
Yeah, so you've said.
I would not be surprised if it might be an issue with the weather.
I think the issue for me might be because, like, I've been in Stellaris and maybe other games and so on, and I'm wondering if their DirectX implementation at the moment is not handling that. Because I was generally fine for pretty much a week from my last main reboot until tonight.
I am sorry.
Eh.
At least we know something now. We kind of figured that Zoraljah was a absentee father.
Yeah, we knew that much.
He didn't even want to play child support.
Boy, yeah.
But at the same time, his mother really actually cared about him.
Yeah.
And he was a wanted child, at least by one parent.
Ishtola?
Sorry about the break, Stola. It's better to know. A profound response for one so young. Though I wish he didn't have to be, Golulja was indeed wise beyond his years. Yet one never outgrows the need for dependent companions. 'Tis fortunate that he has you.
Thank you, Shale. Because of you, I got to hear my mother's whole story. And hear her voice, which is also kind of important.
Mm-hmm. You heard it because you were brave enough to listen, Golulja. If you remember one thing, remember that. Now then, having shared what I can present, I am ready to head to living memory when you are. I am planning to be thorough, so we need to stop for supplies along the way. That said, I promise I won't remain over long. I know we all have much and more to attend to. For now, farewell. Safe travels, you two. Golulja.
It looked like they're probably all changed.
No.
Is Shale going to be alright out there? Kryle was different.
Ah, okay.
The whole time she was working on the data, I never saw her take a break. Oh, she and Yustola will get along famously. We better keep an eye on them.
So who next? Wook or Erenvel?
I'd say Kryle and then Erenvel.
Okay. One wouldn't know to look at them, but Shale and Yustola are birds of a feather. An incredibly restless feather.
Yes. I'll stick around for a while. Let me know if you need me.
When the railway ready, I'd like to get some idea of how many returnees we can expect before heading back to Tuliolao. Good idea.
Winds have yet to return. I hope everything is alright. A word before you leave. Our network's already spreading word of the railroad. We expected people would be clamoring to get on the first train back. Yet the reaction's been the polar opposite. Scant few seem inclined to depart Alexandria anytime soon.
What? When we spoke before, you said many from Tuliolao were eager to reunite with friends and family. Maybe they're concerned about getting through Vanguard? If so, we can take turns accompanying them. In any case, we need to speak with the people ourselves. Let's start with the Layload 9. Checking with Geode.
I'm as surprised as you are. Everyone was keen to pack their bags before, but now that the journey's possible, they can't be bothered.
Yeah, something's going
last
on.
second cold feet. Ah, Raha. Perhaps we will venture out for a bit ourselves. Yeah, everyone's changed again.
Yep.
Now that the railroad's working again, it'll be much easier to visit Tuliolao. It would be nice to see Kwana again as well.
You bet, and he'd love to see you.
I've asked Geode to fill me in on all that has happened in the Dome of late. If I hear anything of interest, I'll be sure to pass it on.
The people are so nervous about remaining in Alexandria. I cannot help but wonder what prompted the sudden change of heart. Yeah. Probably our next plot point.
Probably just cold feet. Possibly they want to watch the current,
Light heavyweight round?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what the name of the place actually is. Basically the latest arena season.
Yeah, the Ascension Arcadian Championship.
Yes. Can't
At
leave
the
in middle of
Archeon. I gave him a good show the other night, that was for sure.
Oh boy, yes.
It's days like that I feel like an invincible warrior of light. Unfortunately, it doesn't stay that way.
Not for very long, no.
No.
I will be very happy to get Grid Mage up and operational.
Hey there, Wook. What's going on? There may still be people gathering at Praxis Park. Let's try there first.
People look uneasy. Did something happen?
Oh boy. I sense trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard? Someone was killed in the Thunder Yards.
Oh dear.
The Thunder Yards was one of the hunters slain by a beast.
It was a hunter, all right, and a veteran at that. But it was no fiend that did him in. Only a random bolt of lightning.
Such a senseless way to die. They say that he expended his last soul cells during Zaraljar's attack on the city.
Right.
For an upright, hard-working man to meet such an unceremonious end, it feels wrong.
But we'll be fine, won't we? Even if the system no longer erases our memory of the departed, the regulators continue to function. I shan't go before my time. Growing old and passing peacefully with the help of the ushers is only natural.
Well, you may think so, but how are we to know? We have no memory of those who have gone. More may have met violent deaths than passed from old age, and we would be blissfully unaware. It could happen to you, or me, to any of us.
Then what are we to do? Spend every waking moment thinking only of how we might die?
With time, I had hoped that they'd be able to adjust to their new situation. But it's only gotten worse.
Look! It's Queen Sphene!
Excuse me? Nani?
I have concerns.
What?
Crap.
Help, Queen Sphene! The
Queen Sphene
grown-ups
is a
are really
DirectX
upset. I
11
don't know
error.
what to do.
Oh no. I will wait here for you. But yeah, what is... I thought her data was erased.
Yeah, I sense nothing good of this.
She's a likable character, but the dead should remain dead.
I'm kind of thinking they have.
Well, as Aaron Vell mentioned, they were simulacrums. They weren't actually the people.
Also true, but no, I'm not convinced it's her. We will see. Okay, time to dive into the city.
And of course, if this is true, where are the twins?
Yeah. Definitely want to know where they are.
Also, I'm surprised the lightning bolt got someone, considering that the lightning never really hits the ground because of all the lightning rods.
They have mentioned that it does kill people, and it is one of the things a lot of people are concerned with. Oh, no.
Oh.
I didn't even get as far in as the last time.
You've got... Oh, wow. Yeah, something
once it
is...
starts going bad.
Do you want to reboot? I get through the cinematic and then we call it for the night? And then you can come in and watch the cinematic later?
Yeah. Actually, what we're going to do... Come on. Turn on volume, and I will watch you watching the city.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. As you can see, the kid's very distraught and is asking Queen Cindy for advice.
I see that you are as kind-hearted as ever, Nico. Never fear. I'm here to set things aright.
I don't understand. Sven is gone. Forever.
Excuse me?
Dawson. You were the Queen's aide, weren't you? What's the meaning of this?
Begging your pardon, Vow of Resolve. But Her Majesty Queen Sven is paying visit to her people, as is her wont.
I don't like that smile on him.
What are you talking about?
Oh, now.
Sven is dead. You officiated the funeral yourself. We all placed flowers to mourn her passing.
A funeral? For Her Majesty?
Someone's mucking with memories.
Oh boy, yes.
What a curious jest. You know full well that ceremony was to commemorate those lives lost during the attack of Alexandria. Her Majesty walks among her people that she might support them in this most trying of times. Surely that is not cause for consternation.
It's the black regulators. There's something about the black regulators.
I think just someone's gotten a hold of the servers. Period.
Your Majesty, won't you free us from these terrible memories of the departed? This is no way to live. Not for us, nor our children.
I wish that I could. Truly I do. But with living memory shut down, even I cannot restore the system that once afforded us that comfort.
Okay.
You needn't fret, however. I have prepared an alternate solution.
Oh boy.
shall be made endless.
Oh no, you are not nihilisticing this entire place.
I have created a new system that allows you to transplant your memories directly into an ethereal vessel. One not reliant upon soul cells. This way, you need never again fear death. You may live as you please, and for as long as you like. Our stores of ether are, at present, not
Until the
sufficient
ether
to
of the
provide
cousins
this
runs out.
boon to everyone. But some of you received neo-regulators for the funeral ceremony, did you not? And there are still more we have yet to distribute.
Yeah, you're right.
5,000 in all. One day soon, those with neo-regulators will be called to join the Endless, and thence be free of suffering forevermore.
But only 5,000 of us?
Yeah, the ASEAN theme is entirely appropriate here.
You Victor!
Wait a minute. What if this is the ASEAN? Remember, we're missing a few. Oh, you son of a bitch. Pardon my
the
French.
Real Fiend would never be content to save only some of her people. Who are you?
We've been wondering where you've been hiding.
I am Sphene, the Queen of Reason.
Oh, you're going to keep this game up, aren't you? Come on, where's the floating mask? Yeah, you are totally screwing with people's heads. This is not acceptable.
Well, we know what the next couple of patches are going to be about.
Let's return to the back room. I need to calm down, and then we'll talk.
Oh yeah, we got a story to tell you. You're gonna like this one.
Where are the twins?
Remember, you can't say assing without saying ass. Ah, the twins are back! Yay!
We'll find out about what they've been up to Monday.
I'm gonna wait here then. How's that sound?
Yeah, because it's after 11.
It's after 11 and you're having technical difficulties.
Wow.
So, yeah, melancholy. Serve me up something's wrong. I totally need it. Especially after, yeah, the server keeps crashing. Not your server, my server. It's a long story. We will call it here for the night. Again, I remind folks that we will probably not be here Saturday evening. If we are, you know our day has kind of gone sideways. The current plan is to drive up to the Gold Country and see my folks for early Thanksgiving holiday stuff. So, no stream tomorrow. If we do stream tomorrow,
Sunday.
it's because the weather decided to say no. Now, I think Caredwin is actually...
Yep, he is on.
And I totally forgot to start YouTube.
Oops.
Yeah, I'm going to be transferring this stream over. With that said, you all be safe, be well, get a good night's sleep, and we will see you probably Sunday for the buttons.
Yes, everyone have a great night. See you Sunday.
As we go, Raid, care to win! Come on, let me punch the button. There we go, punching the button.
Punch, punch.
Come on. There we go.